Welcome back, guys. It's me, Mr. Frederick, once again, and today to review and talk about more about math. And we're going to be focusing today on finding the slope, which is rise over run, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and the distance formula. Right here we have square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. All right, so you apply that for the quadrilaterals here. So here they give us the 4 points, A, B, C, D, and they ask us to find the slope for each side, each line you could say, and to do it. So here I'm going to show you what AB, and I'm going to show you what BC are. Okay. So here for AB, so basically AB is here. So I'm going to get the both points for AB. So we know that AB is -5, -5, and B has 1/3. So we know the slope rule says that the y is on top. So I'm going to write that here to make it clear. So I'm going to make this x1 and y1. I choose it that way. I like to choose my 1s in my left and my 2s on my right. Okay. But either way, you will still get the slope if you switch it. But once you pick one side, if you pick this side to be 2, stick with it. If you pick this side to be 1, stick with it too. Okay. So AB. So this example we have here, I'm gonna put the y's first. So it's y2 minus y1. So 3 minus 0 on top, those are the y's. And then x1 minus -5. Okay, so the top is 3, and the bottom 1 minus -1, so it's keep change flip rule. So when you subtract negatives, you're actually changing this operation and the sign. So it's actually 1 plus 5, which is 6. Simplify that further, that's simply a half. Okay, and when you see AB, it makes sense that the slope is positive, since it's up the positive slope here when I highlight it here. Okay, positive slope, it makes sense. It's going up in that direction. Okay, but we're not done yet. Okay, we need to find the distance here. So to find the distance, remember we said based on this formula we see in above, it says x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Simpler way to see it is basically you see the bottom number here. These numbers, I'm pretty much bringing it down here and squaring it. So it's basically parentheses 1. Let's see. 1 minus, that's what it was originally. 1 minus 5 squared. 1 minus -5, I mean, squared. Let me change that a bit. You fix that up. 1 minus -5 squared plus the top one that will go here, which is 3 minus 0 squared. Okay. We already know the answers, which is on top, so I just have to rewrite them here in the bottom. So I'm going to put it like that. Square root 6 squared plus 3 squared. And 6 squared is 36 plus 3 squared, which is 9. So 36 plus 9 is just a square root of 45. Okay, so that basically means that this is just this distance is 45, square root of 45. Okay, and then we're going to need to do the same for BC. So I'm going to mark that out as purple. Okay, so same thing, formula here we already know what B is, so C is 2, 1 right here. So I'm going to put this as my x1s, y1, x2, y2. So my y2 is 1 minus 3. And my x2 and x1 is 2 minus 1. So this in the top will be negative 2 over 1. So that's just simply negative 2. It makes sense that the slope is negative since you see it's going down, the slope is going down in that direction. So it makes sense. So now let's find the distance. Distance, like I was mentioning before, I simply take the bottom here and put it here on my left. 2 minus 1 squared plus the top. So this goes here and this goes here. 1 minus 3 squared. So we know that this one is going to have negative 2 squared. No, my mistake. It's going to be 1 squared. Yes, that's correct. 1 squared. Good. Plus negative 2 squared. And when you square a negative number, it ends up positive. So 1 squared is just simply 1. So and negative 2 squared is just simply 4. So 1 plus 4 is just simply 5. So your square root will be 5. Alright, so this side will have a radical of 5. And when you do the other sides, this side will also be equal to radical 45 since they equal. And this side will also be radical 5. Alright. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'm just keeping it simple as always. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is Mr. Frederick, out.